People ask me questions about the future all the time. Almost every day, one of my family members is like, Dylan, it's a good video today. What are you going to talk about tomorrow? I don't know. Tomorrow's not here yet. My mom asked me, so do you know when like this whole acting class like ends? No, I'm like sometime middle of summer or something. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I don't see, in my brain, I operate like an ER surgeon. You know, an ER surgeon is gonna let the dude with the stuffy nose sit in the waiting room for an hour because he's just got a stuffy nose. He's got like maybe a compound fracture to fix or something. Somebody's bleeding out. So I just focus on the current moment, and I focus on all the thoughts that are bleeding out and need stitched up. Thoughts like when the class ends or what I'm going to talk about for tomorrow's video, those are stuffy nose thoughts. I don't really have room to concern myself with those. Now you could say, Dylan, aren't you worried about the future? Don't you concern yourself with the future? I hear you. And it's not that I don't think about the future. It's just that I don't concern myself about the future. Because since I focus on the present moment, I focus on all the thoughts that are bleeding out in the current day, the future just falls into place. If you focus on the current moment, the right here, right now, and you just do the best you can in the present moment, then your future is going to be fine. You know, if every day in acting class I just focus on being the best I can in that day, in those 2 hours, my future is going to be a-okay, because I'm already focusing and taking the actions to do what I need to do to have a good future. That's why I don't concern myself with it. That's why I don't need a crystal ball to tell me that everything's going to be okay, because I already know that I'm doing what it takes to make everything okay. Now, in the moment, do I have everything I want? Actually, technically, yeah, I do have everything I want. Do I want more? Of course. But that's in the future. You say, Dylan, how do you know you're going to get it? How do you know you're going to be rich? How do you know you're going to be famous? How do you know you're going to be on TV? How do you know you're going to be able to do this, do that, do this, or do that? The reason I know I can do it is because I never thought I couldn't. You know? I'm confident that I will do it. If I say I'm going to do it, then it will happen. If I say it's going to happen, it will happen. I said I was going to change my body and lose 100 pounds. I lost 130. I said I was going to become a successful day trader. Count's growing. I said I was going to become a personal trainer. Became a personal trainer and a nutritionist. And I got 3 more certifications that I'm still working on. Long story short, the reason I don't concern myself with the future is because I know that I do what it takes in my present moment to create my future. If I spent all this time worrying about the future, like, oh, when am I finally going to be done with the acting class? What am I going to talk about? If I fill my head with all those thoughts, then I would not have the time or the energy to be able to focus on my present moment. I'd start to fall behind. And then as I worry about the future, since I'm worrying about that so much, I'm no longer in a position where I can create my future, because I have jumped out of the present moment and I'm trying to stare at this crystal ball to see what will happen. The thing is, if you sit in front of that crystal ball just trying to stare and see your future, you're wasting time. Because number one, the future is not here yet. You gotta go do some cool shit some real shit in the present moment in order to see your future. Staring at that crystal ball ain't gonna change when acting class ends. It's not gonna change what I'm gonna talk about in my video tomorrow. You know? The only thing that changes your future is what you do right now. What you do today. And like, a lot of people have anxiety about their future, you know? And a lot of it is manufactured by themselves. They put so much pressure on their future when they should take that energy and just invest it in today. You don't realize it, but today is the only thing you have to work with. We cannot time travel. We cannot jump to the future and go make stuff happen. I cannot jump to the future where I'm famous, rich, have a bunch of houses, etc. I cannot hop in a machine, hit a couple buttons and jump there. But what I can do is I can focus on this present moment right now in order to eventually achieve that. I do not concern myself with achieving that because I know that I'm doing what it takes today and that I will do what it takes tomorrow and that I did what it took yesterday in order to achieve that. I do not concern myself with how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. I just concern myself. Actually, I don't even concern myself. I just know that it will happen because I take the actions in order to make it happen. And now that I've switched my mindset in order to just focus on being better than I was yesterday, focusing on the present moment, I achieve my goals in an accelerated manner. You know, out of all of my achievements, you know, losing 130 pounds, becoming a personal trainer, becoming a model, becoming an actor, becoming a YouTuber. This one took the longest, losing 130 pounds for sure. You know, because like when you're on that weight loss journey, it gets to a point where you just want to be done. You know, after 100 pounds, you want to say you did it. I wanted to say, oh, I'm finally done. That first year when the 100 pounds came off, I was like, I kind of settled a little bit. I was like, you know what? Finally done. And then I was like, nah, let's keep going. So I lost the other 30. Probably took a little over a year to actually lose the whole 130 pounds. But after my mindset switched, because I was able to do that, you know, I took the actions to make it happen. I stopped concerning myself with a win. I didn't put a time frame on it. So then once I started doing other stuff and applied the same concept, everything else I was able to do really quick. Personal trainer, shoot, I got my certification in like a couple weeks. I mean, when I became a model, when I submitted my submission photos, I got invited to an open call for Neil Hamill in 24 minutes. 24 minutes after I submitted, they hit me back and were like, hey, we want to see you on Saturday at 10 a.m. I was like, what? Let's see what else. When I went to Page Parks, that was only 2 weeks later. I'm like, dude, I'm an actor now. And then, you know, when I started this YouTube channel and started posting on my social media, about a month in, I went from 140 followers on Facebook to now I'm at 1.5K. And all I had to do was stop concerning myself with how it was going to happen and when it was going to happen. The only thing I worried about was, you know, I doing what it takes? Did I do the best I could do today in order to achieve what I want to achieve? You have control over the thoughts that take precedence in your mind. You're a comedian going on stage and you're nervous. People tell you that's normal. It doesn't have to be normal for you. It might be normal for everyone else to be nervous. How they deal with that is up to them. But as far as you don't have to be nervous. You can be the type of person that they're on stage cool as a cucumber. No worries in the world. Because you tell yourself, you got that. You're gonna go on stage, you're gonna make some people laugh. Because that's just what you do. If you're going into a job interview and you're nervous, once again, you don't have to be. You don't have to be in there radiating that nervous energy. It's gonna kind of work against you. You don't realize it, but the employer can tell that you're like, walk in there like, you gotta have that mindset like, if they don't hire me, dude, that sucks for them. You gotta know your self-worth. You're more valuable than you think you are, guys. Stay tuned, I'll be back.